congratulations. How satisfying was that performance and result?
Yeah, it was brilliant. It was the performance, apart from the first 5-10 minutes, it was the performance that we wanted to produce against one of the real top sides, and we feel that England, with the results they've had over the last number of years, would be up there with the best sides in the world, and we wanted to put in a performance that did us. We've worked hard over this last 8 weeks, and we felt that we weren't too far away, and we said these things, and I don't think you guys sort of listened to us, and we felt we weren't too far away, and I think it all came together today in parts. Still lots we can get better at, and we need to keep getting better. That's the key now.
What was the difference on the field from today's game compared to the previous 4 games?
It's so hard to sum up. Every game is different, you know what I mean? But like when you look at that French game, for example, like the difference if you score a try, like Lowy went in the left corner and his bootlace is millimetre in touch, the difference that can make to a game. And that was a great piece of play, you know what I mean? In that particular game, in the Wales game, some of the decisions that went against us, a couple of mistakes early. So it's fine margins, and we always speak about them. And I think a lot of people it's kind of cliched at this stage, but we genuinely mean it. And both these teams here today could have very easily been going for a championship, but for a couple of things in big games.
Thanks, Johnny.
Johnny, how you doing? Congratulations. A lot of people were waiting. A lot of emphasis was on the assistant coaches and the work they were doing. What has Mike Catt done to make this team attack so well today and improve?
Well, it's Faz and Caddy and the players. The team stuff is led by Andy, and Caddy's obviously in charge of the starter plays, and it's a little bit of everything, isn't it? It's a little bit of the forwards improving the set piece so much from the last. That's important for your attack. The ruck being improved is big for your attack, and the players buying into and doing their job. Like that's it's a mixture of things. You know what I mean? And it was never, when things weren't clicking for a couple of games, it was never one person's fault, or it was a collective thing. And look, we saw some good stuff today. It's still stuff that we can, like I said, get better at. And we set a standard in some areas today that we need to keep, for next November or summer tour. Where I don't, it's hard to know what's next. And then into next year's Six Nations, we've got to keep getting better, and now we have to strive for consistency.
What drove the group all week? What was the main thing that motivated you to produce such a stunning performance?
Yeah, there's a mixture of things. There's obviously the fact that we wanted to do ourselves justice for the work that we felt we've put in. That was a huge motivator. We've got some coaches that motivate us incredibly well, every week. Obviously CJ's last game was a big one. But the big driver for me was, like I said, just getting the win that we felt we deserved, the performance that we felt we deserved. And I was sick of coming in here talking to you guys every week, defending ourselves and saying, we're not that far away, we just need to do this just slightly better. And I think you guys thought I don't know what you thought, but I don't think you believed me anyway. And we got a performance that we felt we deserved today.
Is that the first trophy you've won as a captain?
No, we won a trophy last week as well. the quiche trophy. I've always 2 trophies. We're double champions. Yeah, thanks.
Johnny, could you talk us through Keeler's try? Obviously, something you've been working on. What have you seen in the setup that allows you to score it?
It was just playing to the space. I think it's amazing. We scored a try like that against Scotland in the very first Six Nations game last year. That was called back for a crossing that arguably wasn't. Similar kind of play, like where you target into the middle of the pitch where they're not coming up and go again. But it was good. It was good in that we didn't finish it off. you know, if we got that third try there, it could have allowed us to attack the fourth, which, you know, that bonus point would have been, maybe could be important. But obviously, just again, a small knock on in the middle. I couldn't really see it on the big screen, but yeah, it would have been a great team try if we got in.
What did it do for the confidence level of the group when you do score a try like that when you had working all week?
You see, the thing is, and I've said it on numerous times, the confidence of the group has never been affected because, you know, in the four walls we live in Carton and in Blanchardstown where we train, like, you know, we saw a lot of the good stuff that we were doing, you know what I mean? The coaches highlighted all the good stuff as well as the things we needed to improve on, and like I said, it was a couple of moments in a couple of those early first games, you know, where it could very easily, you know, with Six Nations you need to get momentum, you need a little bit of luck. I think you saw that with Wales a little bit. You know, they had the rub of the green for a couple of games, then you build momentum, then you're on a run, and then you're, you know, before you know it, you're going for a Grand Slam. And we just didn't get that. But we need to learn the lessons from that, you know, in terms of keeping our discipline in the heat of battle. Obviously, let us down again today. And then just, you know, trying to not lose the small moments that we did in those first two games.
Hey Johnny, you kicked well today. Did you see the weaknesses in the English backfield that you were trying to exploit there?
Well, we knew we needed to, with how aggressive they are in defence, that we needed to kick smart and to turn them at times. Obviously, the wingers are very smart players. You know, Johnny May is very switched on in terms of reading the body language of me or whoever's at first receiver. And at times we got some reward, but it was only good reward because we had some incredible chases. You know, Hugo Keenan, what a take in that first half. That's a game defining moment. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't win that, they mark it in clear lines. You know. He wins it and we score a try, like, and they're the margins that I'm talking about all the time. That, you know, but sometimes you make your own luck, and that was a moment that he grasped, and what an incredible take.
And if you'll just
very good. We're going to have to finish up with Johnny, so we can get Andy in. Thanks, Johnny.
Done.
Yeah.
Thank you.